and
innovate
for the better.
Leuven is a hub of innovation.
It's a very diverse, compact city.
That is certainly exciting.
Welcome back in the session about ethics and artificial intelligence. What if AI commits a crime is the question we're talking about. And our next speaker is Katleen Gabriels. She's a moral philosopher and IT ethics researcher. Unfortunately, she couldn't be with us in person, and she wasn't available to talk to us today either. So we asked her to record her contribution. So you can watch it anyway. Here she is, Katleen.
The application of artificial intelligence to robotics opens up an incredible range of possibilities. The American company Boston Dynamics, specialized in mobile robots, has developed robots with impressive motor skills. For instance, robot Atlas can make impressive maneuvers, such as flips and head rolls, and succeeds in keeping its balance while performing these maneuvers. So, if the robots come to kill us, it will be with the grace and talent of a ballet dancer. But let's be very clear. If AI were to commit a crime today, then it cannot be held responsible. AI is a tool. It has no self-awareness, no free will. AI is capable of doing impressive things, for instance, in the domain of deep learning, but it cannot be held responsible for its own actions. People are often confused about what AI can and cannot do, and overestimate what AI is capable of. For instance, we are often misled by the notion machine autonomy, which does not mean that something is beyond human control. Autonomy here means achieving an objective that has not been fully defined in advance by programmers. AI applications do not design themselves. It is human beings who make the design decisions, and they, therefore, are responsible for the outcome. AI is developed by humans. Many debates about AI disregard the human agents involved and all the decisions taken by people needed to produce these systems. Instead of worrying about artificial intelligence starting to commit crimes intentionally, we above all have to ensure that people use and design AI in responsible ways and that they are held accountable. An important aspect of our morality is moral disengagement, a mechanism that we use in our everyday lives to justify our own dubious behavior. Dispersal of responsibility is a well-known example of moral disengagement. If a lot of people share the responsibility for something, for example, the design of an ethically problematic product, no one feels truly responsible. Today, moral disengagement can be a way of shifting responsibility to an algorithm or AI system. The algorithm has decided. And this is something we should be very critical about. Crimes, however, can be committed with AI. Deepfakes are a good example. In recent years, deepfake videos have appeared regularly online, such as Queen Elizabeth's Christmas speech last December. With lip sync techniques, it seemed as if the Queen herself was talking. There are often bad intentions behind deepfakes, such as in the context of fake porn videos. Less and less technological skills and knowledge are required to make deepfakes yourself. This is also called cheap fake. AI will be increasingly used by criminals. Last year, researchers at University College London published a list of 20 AI applications and technologies for criminal purposes. Abuse with video and audio receives the highest rating as high concern crime. The manipulation goes beyond images. It can also involve sound, synthetic voice, such as new forms of phishing, where someone receives a phone call from a manipulated voice, for instance, from a friend, asking to transfer money. So although philosophers René Descartes and David Hume lived long before the wider dispersal of deepfakes, their message has not lost any of its relevance. Doubt. Be skeptical. Your senses can deceive you. Thank you.
Thank you for your insights, Katleen. Gabriels. What if AI commits a crime still is the question we are discussing. Before we go to the last speaker of this session, we have to refresh the session again in a few seconds. See you.